And going back to the first segment of today's show, we gotta talk about the fact that Ring of Honor has now been purchased by AEW. And I'm not gonna go down that road again right now, but you can't deny the fact that Impact Wrestling has been keeping the Ring of Honor wrestling name, quote unquote, alive or in the limelight since they went on hiatus. Since Hard to Kill, Honor No More, they've been a major part of Impact Wrestling storylines. To the point that at WrestleCon during WrestleMania weekend this upcoming April, Impact Wrestling has already announced the Multiverse of Matches, which is a play on the upcoming MCU movie Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, also coming out, I believe, in April or May. No, actually May. But that's entirely aside. But basically, the concept of that event is, and I'm just assuming here because there's only been a few matches announced, amongst them the current Impact Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, against historic tag team, Ring of Honor tag team, Briscoes, 1-on-1, or 2-on-2 rather, in that event during WrestleCon. But I assume that there are going to be a lot more Impact stars versus former Ring of Honor stars, or former stars that were synonymous with Ring of Honor wrestling before their hiatus. So they're building up to that to WrestleCon, but unfortunately, even though the Forbidden Door is open, even though Tony Khan has had a good relationship with Impact Wrestling, to say the least, they've had a working agreement, they've sent each other stars, they've worked with each other on programs. Now, it gets kind of complicated. Because like I said, Tony Khan is trying to keep the Ring of Honor brand alive, and now he has to have his own interests ahead of Ring of Honor's. And I don't know if that's going to include the fact that Impact can still use the Ring of Honor banner or the Ring of Honor name, or could still allude to ROH in any way or form. Honor No More, that's the name of a stable. That's something that you can use. I think that would be fair use in every single way possible, business-wise. We go back to the Attitude Era. You have Team Extreme and Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy and Lita. And that didn't cause any trademark infringement with ECW at the time, so I don't see why this should, in any way or form. But it's time for Scott D'Amore to, work an agreement with Tony Khan once again. See if they can manufacture a way to, bookend this storyline the best way possible. Now, as far as I see it, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, all these stars involved, Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, Maria Canales, PCO, Vincent, Kenny King, all these former Ring of Honor stars that are now a part of Impact Wrestling programming, as far as I can tell, they are Impact Wrestling employees. They are currently signed to Impact Wrestling. They are just in storyline defending their ROH banner. So they're safe on that, I assume. But like I've said in the past, and I will continue to do so, Impact on Access TV, that distribution deal itself, the fact that they don't have the audience, the audience reach to make any kind of big impact on the pro wrestling industry, ultimately hurts the Impact product. And it ultimately handcuffs Scott D'Amore in this case. So, down the line, they'll have no choice but to make it seem as in that they have no other choice but to make it seem that, Impact Wrestling and Ring of Honor can no longer be aligned with themselves. And that's unfortunate. Like I said, stuff happens, business happens, and it's out of anyone's control, and and all we can do as a wrestling fan is just enjoy the product, enjoy what Impact Wrestling is about to deliver this upcoming weekend with Sacrifice, yet another Impact Plus special that we should look forward to. What they're about to deliver to us at WrestleCon this weekend, and hopefully, this storyline doesn't just go away, and they're able to work out a deal to the point that it ends the right way, and it gives us wrestling fans, Impact Wrestling fans, some closure. So with that said, what do you think is going to happen between Impact and Ring of Honor? Do you think they're going to work out a deal with AEW to really, I don't know, bookend this storyline, or do you think that they might go the route of, well, you now own the rights to this storyline for the most part, so it's yours. I'm out. With that said, leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions on the comments section below.